Hi. My name is Sarah Sullivan, and I'm the Education and Outreach Program Coordinator at Catalyst Domestic Violence Services in Butte County. I'm very happy to be here today. First, I'd like to thank the members of this committee for the opportunity to speak with you. I'd like to especially thank Assembly Member and Committee Chair Blanca Rubio for your leadership and commitment to this issue. Talking about intimate partner violence is hard. It is uncomfortable and at times scary to think about our loved ones being harmed by someone they love and trust. Prevention efforts bring a historically private conversation to the public eye, and that can feel taboo. But talking about it openly and honestly is the first step to preventing it from happening to future generations. Thank you all for being willing to engage in these tough conversations and for advocating for change. I have worked at Catalyst Domestic Violence Services for almost 4 years. I'm an advocate, a community educator, and a supervisor. The mission of Catalyst is to reduce the incidence of intimate partner violence through crisis intervention services, community education, and the promotion of healthy relationships. I have the privilege of working with young people and adults to educate them about red flags of abuse and give them the tools they need to engage in healthy relationships, both romantically and platonically. I work with my team to develop innovative curriculum based on best practices to address the myriad of issues our young people are facing today when trying to navigate new relationships. Many of them have never had healthy communication modeled at home and struggle to understand how to engage in healthy behavior. I am proud to say that during the 2017 to 2018 fiscal year, our team reached 2,492 youth, we facilitated 218 presentations, and we participated in 52 community events. We know that with more financial support, our efforts would reach even more people. Sometimes direct service work can feel overwhelming and maybe even a little hopeless. We know that 1 in 3 people will experience violence in a relationship at some point in their lives. That is a staggering number. We also know that it takes an average of 7 times to leave an abusive partner, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Prevention brings hope to the challenging and oftentimes devastating work that we do every day with victims. By being brave enough to have these conversations with young people, we are able to eliminate the stigma associated with experiencing abuse and empower them to break the intergenerational cycle of abuse. We also know that it will take a long time before we see a substantial decrease in instances of domestic violence in Butte County. However, I can tell you that we have already seen success in our work. We see success when students we're working with have that light bulb moment, when what we're saying really clicks with them. We see success when, after presenting to a high school class, we receive a phone call from a teacher that a student would like to talk with us about their relationship and develop ways to stay safe. We see success when students affirm their commitment to healthy communication by sharing the fair argument rules with their partners and families. For these reasons and many more, I am passionate about prevention. One of our prevention efforts that I am most proud of is our annual Youth Empowered Conference. This program is designed to educate influential 8th graders in Butte County on ways to be active bystanders in situations like bullying, dating abuse, sexual assault, hazing, and discrimination as they get ready to start high school. The risk factors, protective factors, and long and short-term consequences of bullying and teen dating abuse are very similar. This conference provides opportunities for peers to be a positive influence, create connections in their community, and commit to reduce the likelihood of both bullying and teen dating abuse in their schools. This year, we had students from last year's conference come back as peer facilitators. This provided the opportunity for youth leadership and peer-to-peer programming. Bystander intervention is a realistic and reasonable approach to prevention. While preventing all acts of sexual and domestic violence from ever occurring can sometimes feel out of reach, creating environments in which people who might harm others do not believe they can get away with it is attainable. Choosing to step in can affect how others around us think about and respond to harmful behaviors. That's why we work with school counselors and ask them to nominate students for this conference who are seen as leaders among their peers, students whose voices are respected. We get those students in a room together, and we encourage them to feel responsible for the protection and safety of their peers, use their voices for positive change, and act as role models. At first, when students arrive at the conference, they're a little guarded and maybe even a little skeptical. But once we've gotten them to take off their cool jackets, the transformation throughout the day is remarkable. Students meet new people, get out of their comfort zones, and connect about the hardships they all have in common. We ask them at the end of the day to anonymously share one thing they would be willing to do differently moving forward. One student shared that they would speak up for those with no voice. Another student shared that they were committed to stand up for what's right. Another said, "I learned just because I am not the bully doesn't mean I can't help the victim." Another shared, "I'm committed to being a leader, not a follower." Our goal is to make incremental change by having more ongoing support for students. The Youth Empowered Conference is just the beginning. We would like to create an ambassador program where students who attended the conference meet regularly throughout high school to brainstorm ideas to implement the tools they've learned in situations they're witnessing at school. 63% of the students who attended the conference this year said they would be interested in staying involved with the program. Associations with peers that are a positive influence, as well as a connection or commitment to school, reduce the likelihood of both bullying and adolescent dating abuse. While the conference provides students the skills and confidence to safely intervene in conflicts they witness, it takes longer-term training to keep it up. Short-term intervention programs ignore the ongoing conditions that normalize violence. Ongoing bystander intervention practices can be the foundation for challenging social norms. Students continually support each other in intervening while learning to become better allies. The low-cost, innovative programming that we are currently doing is making an impact. With more sustainable funding, we could do even more. To keep our prevention programming secure, we seek out grant opportunities, but they are hard to come by. As of right now, our program is funded by temporary grants. The reality is that by the end of next June, when one of our major grants ends, we could risk losing 50% of our dedicated staff time to prevention. At Catalyst, we believe that love shouldn't hurt. We believe that everyone deserves to feel safe in their relationships. Prevention is the key to reducing the incidence of intimate partner violence and sexual abuse. We all have a role in keeping our communities safe. Without ongoing sustainable prevention funding, this crucial work is at risk of coming to an end. Thank you for your time.